Might as well.
You're welcome to start early. I like how it gives you a little notification there. Welcome to the pre-show, everybody. This is where we talk about what we're going to do on the show. This week's easy, or tonight's easy. My favorite show of the week. Talk about all the new comics coming out this week. Did you do anything interesting in the 24 hours,
Since
23
yesterday?
hours?
Not really, no.
Yeah. I watched the Last of Us episode 1.
How was it?
It was quite good. I was a little bit concerned how it strayed from the source material because I remember when I played, Joel would die like every 5 minutes, and he hasn't died at all in this show. So,
Well, I guess the hands guiding Joel are just more competent than yours.
no, it's quite good though, dude. It's very, I mean, it nails that initial build up, where you're following a certain individual, and then it turns out that things happen, and then, I mean, it's kind of weird because like the entire premise of this show is literally like the whole plot, how the story plays out, is currently available online. Anybody can read this.
Yeah.
It's quite good. I mean, it's almost like a weird, shocking, sort of ending that really had people up in arms. I'm expecting the show to do the same thing. Hey, Andy, thanks for
Hey,
tuning
Andy.
in. We appreciate
It's
it.
Pedro Pascal is the is Joel
It's
in this,
Joel.
right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
And Bella Ramsey, who is I think Layla Mormont from Game of Thrones, is
That is right. I know she
what's
is
her name?
was
Ellie.
from Game of Thrones. Is Ellie? Yes. But yeah, it's quite good. I had a great time watching it. Watched it today. So it sucks. There's only one episode. It's weird that I gotta wait. 9 weeks now. I have to have. I don't know. It's the future. It's not supposed to happen.
Well, I mean, not everything on these streaming services is bingeable nowadays. A lot of them are taking the Disney Plus approach.
I don't like it. But you should definitely check it out if you have HBO. Check out The Last of Us. It's quite good. If you're a fan of the game or not, whatever, it's awesome. But yeah, you didn't do shit. I didn't. That's all I did, and I drank a lot. Let's do the show. I had to celebrate the holiday.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Go fuck yourselves.
Man, I love that shit. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Pretty good book this week. In a bad week. Y'all about to find out. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back. It's another episode of This Geek in Comics Outright Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Shit talk show.
The Gomer and Taylor hour this week for the preview show. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. We're talking about all the new books coming out this week. If you see something, say something, and we'll talk about it. Even if we're not reading it, we'll mention something, about it. But man, I had this person tell me that I should be boycotting Hasbro today, and I did not take that well. But anyway, moving on. 3 keys.
Because of the D&D things?
Yeah, because of the D&D thing. And I'm like, but they make G.I. Joe and Transformers. What else am I going to collect, Anyway, 3 keys, number 4 or 5, penultimate issue. It's been okay. Art Brute number 2, really looking forward to this, even though every issue of this is also available online already in a different named comic. But it's still solid, really fun. Hexware number 2. I Hate Fairyland number 3, Scotty Young's brand new take on his long-standing character, but fantastic book. The big drop over at Image this week, Immortal Sergeant number 1. This is from Joe Kelly. Ken Nomura is doing the art here. It looks really fun, dude. I mean, he did I Kill Giant, so I mean, he knows what he's fucking doing. So yeah, there you go. It looks.
What's
awesome.
the premise of this one?
Jim Sargent, a grizzled old school detective. I'm not old school detective. Catches a break on a murder case that's haunted him for decades. Unfortunately, Sarge must drag his anxiety-riddled adult son Michael along for the ride. So it's basically like, old timer thrown back into the mix, but he needs a guide, and it's his kid. Art's really fun in this, real cartoonish take there. I like that. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely picking it up. So Chroma hits issue number 3. Nightclub. This is Mark Millar's latest hit, where he's got a bunch of kids who have been turned into vampires for some means. Some cop, wants to use them for something later on, but right now they're kids. They're using it for YouTube fame. They're doing parkour and shit and making money off YouTube. But hard to beat at $2. Hard to beat at $2. And then Old Dog, public domain, gets volume 1. Shirtless Bear Fighter hits its penultimate issue. Walking Dead, because Kirkman. That's it. And really, that's it. What's the furthest place from here? Hits issue number 10. Sort of a light week from Image Comics this week. A lot of mainstays. One okay debut, but what are you going to do? It can't be winners every week. Now we move on to Boom. More Dune. They're really running that Dune license into the fucking ground. Hard to blame them. People who love Dune are going to buy Doom. And
well, I mean, with the movie coming out recently, and they're making the sequel sometime soon. This is their time to strike.
It really is. It really is. It's never been a better time to be a fan of Dune. Eve, the Children of the Moon continues that sequel series. It's fantastic. Penultimate issue there as well. House of Slaughter continues. James Tynion's little horror book. More Power Rangers and Buffy. So pretty good stuff going on over at Boom. But again, kind of like a middle of the road sort of week from them. Moving on to Dark Horse. Nothing there. Gru, Resident Alien, a lot of their licensed stuff. But we do get White Savior number 1. This looks cool. It's Eric Nguyen. It's got Berman, and it's an ancient prophecy foretold of an outsider that would save the peaceful village of Inoki from an unstoppable army. A man who would confuse the people at first with his unconventional ways would lead them into light. So Nathan Guerin is a captain in the U.S. Army, known for his viciousness in battle on the American frontier. He could be that man if he weren't such an awful drunken idiot. So
they're just taking the piss out of like Last Samurai, stuff like that.
Exactly. It's playing off this way overly used trope where,
Dances with Wolves, like all these white savior movies.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. There's a great skit on the Chappelle Show that I am unable to repeat, but yeah, it looks fantastic. I mean, look at this cover. This cover looks freaking great. I hope the interiors are like that.
Dude. It does look great, and it does make the protagonist legitimately look pretty badass there.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Really nothing from IDW, just their basic sort of franchise fare. Licensed stuff from Sonic, Star Trek Resurgence, which is based on an upcoming video game. TMNT Armageddon game continues to go on, even though I've lost all interest in this event altogether. I'm just
that's a shame because that's going to be their lineup for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, dude. And I'm pretty sure, yeah. And TMNT, the ongoing, which I'm still keeping up with here and there, is also an Armageddon game tie-in. So, all right, moving on to DC Comics. There are some things worth noting this week at DC. First, Batgirls. It's my understanding, yeah, it says it right there. It's an all-silent issue of Batgirls. That right there is worth enough to give it a peek. Those are always fun. Always fun. Fortress wraps up that Batman story that's been going on there. The one bad day one shots continue. This one is about Bane. These have been pretty good, by and by, I guess, but $8 is a whole lot to ask.
It's a big ask. I mean, they're pretty neat little looks at Batman's Rogues Gallery, but this is for like the hardcore collectors, I think.
Yeah, for sure. If they collect them all, maybe it'll be worth it, but yeah, I'm not sure. World's Finest number 11 continues that run. Black Adam number 7. I haven't been keeping up with Black Adam at all.
Nor I.
Yeah, at all. Fables number 157 keeps on going with that reboot. Not even a reboot, it's more of a ongoing, it's just continuation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that when the first issue came out, that hit like it was like 154 out of.
Oh, it's doing it right here. Yeah, it's doing it right here.
Yeah.
159 of 162. So Yeah, I'm not sure what this means. They're releasing 157, but also 159. That seems like maybe these are reprints, the
I would
157s.
assume so. Yeah,
Yeah, that's just Diamond
especially
being
since there's
stupid.
no 158 in between here. But
Yeah, that's just Diamond, I think, being stupid. But yeah,
fucking Diamond. But
yeah.
I mean, Fables.
Getting into
I
some
mean,
go
if you're
ahead.
not already sold on Fables, I don't think this is going to be what brings you in. But
Oh,
Fables,
for sure. This is for the fans of Fables. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
you should be a fan of Fables. Fables is damn good.
It's fantastic. It's one of the most accessible comic books for an adult that I've ever picked up. If you've never touched a comic book before, you could pick this up and be like, "Oh my god, this is incredible." You know what I mean? It could make you fall in love with comics. So, definitely worth a read. Something we definitely want to talk about: Flash 791, continuing the 1 minute war. Yeah, you're going to be in it deep, dude, for the foreseeable future with this one. I think this is a 5 or 6 part sort of event. But yeah, it's cool. The first issue was dope, so I'm definitely picking this one up.
Yeah.
Blue Wall number 4 continues that run. Fantastic run so far. Just great storytelling there. It's gripping. It feels like The Wire. It feels like it's ripped out of headlines. It's very well done. Very well done.
This one hits really hard. Like they're not shying away from a lot of very important real life issues, and they don't. They're not dumbing down what a difficult position all these people find themselves in. Like fighting against the system.
And it's all sides. It's all sides, and that's
Yeah.
kind of like how The Wire did things. It told you both sides from a compelling, personal sort of thing. And yeah, it's very well done. Harley Animated continues. Lazarus Planet, the big ongoing event now. Assault on Krypton number 1. I'm stoked for this. I'm really excited to see, how things go. So yeah, bring it on, man. Bring on all that Mark Waid and that weird.
Is that Superman Blue from like the 90s?
Yeah, but I think that's John Kent. That's how he's being impacted by the magic Lazarus rain, dude. Yeah, it seems cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
It seems really. Yeah, Scott Godlewski's got some art going on in here. I love him. Yeah, really looking forward to this one. Really looking forward to this one. A bunch of variant covers for that one. Pretty fun ones too. But moving on, Monkey Prince number 10 is also this is a Batman versus Robin tie-in, which ended up being a prelude to Lazarus Planet. So I'm not sure if this is must read or not, but it's been a good series. It's not really my cup of tea. It's more for younger readers. But now that there is this Lazarus Planet sort of angle, I might just keep on reading it. Might pick it up.
Yeah.
Seems fun though. It's fun. New champion of Shazam. Did you drop off this or not? You still on this?
I think I missed an issue at one point, but I'll probably pick that up again at some point. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, if nothing else for that Doc Shaner art,
Oh, 100%, 100%. But the big book over at DC this week has to be Nightwing number 100. This is laying the groundwork after the Dark Crisis event. I've already seen major spoilers for this where Dick Grayson gets his own new Teen Titans team. Yeah, dude, this thing is going to hit really hard. It's got a bunch of people hanging out on it. Bruno Rodano, Lick Leonardi, Scott McDaniel, Michael Jane, and Javier Fernandez, all with that beautiful Tom Taylor writing. And man, they are really busting out the variant covers for this one. This one's probably my favorite one. But yeah, they're going all out, and rightfully so. It's the best shit that they've got going over at DC right now, hands down, hands down. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, this has been their best book for just pound for pound, consistently for like 2 years, I think, at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, dude. So yeah, definitely on my radar. Stargirl, The Lost Children number 3 continues that run where somehow Jeff Johns still has his own little corner of the universe that I'm supposed to want to pay attention to. It feels so irrelevant. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still reading his JSA book, but I couldn't get into this at all. I couldn't get into it.
I forgot this was coming out, so
yeah. Yeah. So, and then Titans United Blood Pact is what it is. But I mean, this literally has nothing to do with anything else going on in the universe. But then we have this Waller versus Wildstorm book where like the Wildstorm universe now has its own little corner of the overall DC universe. And it's weird because Dark Crisis felt like it was something that was going to open up all of these universes to be more cohesive. And it kind of feels like DC is leaning so hard into doing the opposite, you know? But I don't know. It's weird, dude. It's really weird what they're doing over at DC. I'm enjoying it, you know, for the most part, but I'd like them to do a little bit better. Marvel House of Ideas. Alien number 5. I don't know. Are you reading Alien? I'm not. I'm off Predator and Alien.
Alien and Predator are both things that, like, I enjoy the good offerings from, like, their movie franchises, but I've never dove deeper into it, you know?
Yeah, me neither. Some of the Dark Horse stuff, but it's just never been my thing. Avengers Forever number 13. This is Avengers Assemble Part 5. I love this cover. This is actually continuing Jason Aaron's, you know, finale, you know, on his Avengers run. Are they using the weapons here to like power this boat that they're in?
Yes, like the Mjolnirs are like pulling their boat around where they want it to go. I mean, that's not only the finale of his Avengers run, it's also like jumping off of how he ended his Thor run, you know, with the Thor's granddaughters here.
Yeah.
And we've even got Old Man Logan
for
showing
sure.
up here.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's really just picking and pulling.
Oh, sorry, Old Man Phoenix, I guess is better to say.
Yeah. I guess that is.
Well, Old Man Logan and Old Man Phoenix are two very distinct characters.
Is that the Phoenix gun? Is that the Phoenix gun from that?
I guess so.
Spider-Man.
Well, it was revealed in one of the. It was revealed in one of the recent Avengers issues that Mother Phoenix, who we've seen around, is actually an alternate universe Mystique with the Phoenix Force, and so this must be how she got it.
Oh, that's fun. That's cool. But yeah, this Phoenix gun was. It was first debuted in a Wolverine Spider-Man crossover. That was such a good book, such a fun read. But yeah, a lot of variant covers for that one as well. Avengers 2, Wonder Man, Beast, Marvel Tales. Nice throwback here to a couple of good characters.
Yeah, I mean, I have such nostalgia right now from back when Beast wasn't just this huge pile of shit.
Yeah, it's hard to look back. They almost have destroyed him. You know, because he is just a big ass.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it's kind of hard to go back and, like, this is one of the better bromances in comics, you know? Wonder Man and Beast. It's not on the same tier as, like, you know, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, or, like, Blue and Gold or anything like that, but, you know, it's up there.
Yeah, I still like Hyperion and Thor from that one.
Hyperion and Thor from Hickman's run was
almost
chef's kiss. That was great.
Yeah, but this is
that one moment alone, you know, like I'll race you to Valhalla, you know, that was rad as hell.
Dark Web, X-Men number 3 of 3. This has actually been pretty fun despite the overall Dark Web event being just utter trash, almost.
I mean, you get some Phil Noto art out of the deal anyway, you know.
Exactly, and it's Jerry Duggan writing, you know, X-Men. So he knows where he's at there. Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 4 or 5. One of the better Spider-Man runs currently going on.
That's that one with the black-eyed peas writing it, right?
Yes. But it's all that Juan Ferreira art. The way he just it makes everything so psychedelic and weird, and the demon bear is involved. Look at that. That's just fucking insane.
That is gorgeous, yeah.
That's nuts, dude. I love it. And then just great design work and panel work. That's why you wanna read that. But Deadpool number 3. This is technically an X-Men book now, so I'm picking it up. I'm reading it. I'm just not enjoying it as much as other Deadpool runs that I've read in the past. But it's solid. You know, Martin Coccolo art is okay, but I don't know. I'm reading it because I'm an X-Men fan, and he's on an X-Men book now. Something worth mentioning here is Hulk number 11. This was originally going to be written by Donny Cates, but the mystery of Donny Cates is still a mystery. We don't know what's going on. If he's working on like a bigger project that's taking away his attention, if he's got some, you know, family things, if he's got an illness, we don't know. But this is a comic book writer who is not writing comics. So he had his artist Ryan Otley write, you know, this issue. This series ends, I think, at issue 14 now, which is a little weird, but hey, it is what it is.
I mean, I guess it's none of our business, but I am rather fascinated by like what exactly is happening here, you know?
I am too. This guy went from writing like 4 issues at Marvel and Image Crossover and Vanish. There's not another issue of Vanish as far as I know. He was writing Thor and Hulk. I don't think that's happening anymore. So yeah, it's weird, dude. It's really just weird that we just don't know. And again, you're right. It's none of our business, but in a way, I can't help but be curious about it. And it is
I'd
kind of
welcome an
weird.
explanation, even
Yeah, I want
if I
these
know
books.
that it's his right to not say if he doesn't want to.
Yeah. Moving on, top shelf X-Men right now. Immortal
Hell
X-Men number
yeah.
10, Kieran Gillen, Lucas Wernick. Great cover here by Mark Brooks. And yeah, man. I mean, this series is ending soon. It's going to become the Immoral X-Men for the
Yeah,
Sins
we're
of
starting up
Sinister event.
the event they're doing soon.
Yeah. We still don't know if it's actually going to come back and be Immortal X-Men after that yet. We still don't know. The solicits don't go that far. So that'll be interesting to see. We might be losing in the course of this Sins of Sinister event. We might be losing one of the top tier X books. So we'll see. Gary Duggan talking about the guy Juan for Gary doing the Invincible Iron Man book. We get an Ironheart fight going on here. Very down with this. First issue was great. I love seeing a down and out Tony Stark. We kind of say that about Peter Parker. Like, oh, I hate when they shit on Peter Parker. I do. I love it when they shit on Tony Stark. Shit on Tony Stark all you want. It makes for a better story. I love it when he's just being treated like just ass.
It's always about the execution, like
Sure.
Does it feel believable? Are they doing something with it? Or as long as it doesn't just become misery porn like that Amazing Spider-Man book is right now,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong, but even with that said, I'd be okay with misery porn with Tony Stark. I love him going through the ringer. I just do.
Yeah, eat the rich. We know.
I can't help it. I hate him. I hate his guts. But I love the first issue. And I'll read that. Penultimate issue of Namor Conquered. This was kind of a run up for the, Namor showing up in the Wakanda movie, so it works.
Yeah.
Parker and Miles, Spider-Man Double Trouble, all ages sort of read, really fun there. Punisher number 9, a must read now, not because it's Jason Aaron, not because it's Punisher, but because it ties into Daredevil really, really hard. And Daredevil is, I would say, top 5 Marvel books right now.
I would definitely say so. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not including the X-Men, it's definitely top 5 Marvel books right now.
Even if it might crack that top 5 there.
Yeah, it's a great book. So I'm interested to see this. I've been waiting for Punisher and Daredevil to.
Yeah,
to have
and hey, this book has certainly not been half bad either. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of weird with the fight against Ares. That's kind of been drawn out a little bit too far. I hate the throwback when they flash back to him, being younger. But all in all, it's a great book. All in all, it's a great book.
I am out of sync with you on that one. I think that they do a lot of interesting stuff with all those flashbacks.
Yeah. But that's just to say there's a lot in that book for everyone.
Sure.
There's a lot going on. Spider-Man Lost Hunt, kind of a throwaway book at this point. I mean, there's so many Spider-Man books. This one not only falls through the cracks, but it's not even on the radar because
this is one of those books that is only trying to like cash in on a more famous Spider-Man story, basically.
Yeah, and I'm okay.
This is a riff on the Last Hunt, and hey, if it does a good. Yeah, if it does a good job, even the worst premise can survive, can be good if it has great execution. And it doesn't seem like that's the case here.
Yeah. A different, unique, I don't want to say it's good because I don't like it, but I understand the appeal. It's got this weird use of negative.
Yeah, I mean, that's neat.
Yeah, it's a weird perspective.
It's got anti-shadows across his face,
Yeah. Very unique take on that. It's almost like he didn't finish it. He's like, I'll just turn him like this and tell him it was on purpose. A whole lot of Star Wars books. Yeah, Bounty Hunter. He's like, I got paid. Han Solo, Chewbacca, which has been not terrible. I don't know. There's so many Star Wars books, dude. It's so hard to keep track.
I got out of that churn, I feel like a few years ago, the Star Wars books, and it just seems impenetrable to me trying to get back in now.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Strange number 10. This has been fun, and we're building up to the return, of Doctor Strange. So that's pretty fun. And what's left? Venom number 15 continues that run. Wakanda number 4 of 5, the penultimate issue there. One that I think you're going to be interested in is Wasp number 1. This is sort of building off of the Ant-Man story.
I enjoyed the hell out of that
Al
Ant-Man
Ewing
series.
told.
Yeah. This is the follow-up to that, it looks like.
Yeah. Some fun art, some interesting
I
storytelling.
also love all those covers they've been doing with all of it, you know?
Yeah. If this is anything like the Ant-Man book that Al Ewing did, that this is sort of spinning out of, it's going to have a lot of nostalgia. It's going to have a lot of, I don't even want to call it retconning. I just want to call it basically ironing out any questions that you may have had, about the past. And I hope this does the same. Yeah, I hope this does the same.
That first Ant-Man book was basically just like a series of love letters to different eras of comic books, and I'm hoping for more of the same here, you know?
Yeah, me too. Really fun.
Oh, that's
cover.
fun.
I love all these shade covers. I don't know why.
I'm definitely getting that main cover just because I want to have all 4, but that's a really fun cover too.
Yeah, this is a fun one too. The Dowderman. I think they're calling this the fashion cover because it shows all the Wasp's different, outfits.
Well, Dowderman's a good. He's a good pick for that. He's the one who does all those designs for the Hellfire Gala, I think.
Yeah. Really has his eye on fashion. Yeah. So yeah, really fun. But here's that main cover that is a take off those first ones. That's it from Marvel. We got a Wolverine omnibus, going back to the big times, the old days. And then X-Force by Percy gets a volume 5. And then Always Darkest Before the Dawn gets a $50 omnibus. This is actually a pretty damn good read. It's pretty good. Pretty fun stuff. A lot of team ups in that. Moving on to everybody else. We're missing Dave, so we really don't know what's happening.
Time to talk out our ass.
Time to talk out our ass. Barbaric Hell to Pay is kind of the sequel to the first Barbaric series. It was good. I'm expecting the same thing from there. Gosh, I don't even know what else is happening, dude. More Cross. Are they really selling more Cross? Jeez, do we really need...
Is that new Cross or is that like reprints?
No, it's like a collection. Cross Psychopath Torture Covers bag set.
So I was talking about Spider-Man being misery porn right now. Crossed was, and as far as I can tell, will always be. Yes, it is gore. It is body horror. It is mutilation. It is. If that's your cup of tea, hey, I'm not, not judging, but yeah, it's not for me.
You can't unsee that shit.
Yeah.
Be warned, you can't unsee it. A bunch of more rap stuff, like from God is Dead, and like these reprints, Guardians of Horsa, weird takes on My Little Pony. But man, Jimmy's Little Bastards gets a second issue over at Aftershock. Kung Fu Lagoon continues. Lady Death gets a whole bunch of shit. Mr. Easter gets a third issue. Yeah, we need more Dave here to really know what we're looking at, because this is some really, really vague shit. Lucky gets a debut issue over at Keen Spot.
You know who the real villain here is? Dave's employer for not giving him MLK Day off.
Yeah, exactly. Are you kidding me? What the hell? So yeah, kind of a weak week. All right, there's not a lot. All right,
there's some good stuff in there, but yeah, we're not getting an onslaught like we have, in some weeks.
Yeah, we are getting a Lazarus Planet tie-in. We are getting Immortal X-Men, and we are getting a Nightwing. Right, those
Nightwing is my big thing this week. I mean, issue number 100, that's bound to be like a big old extravaganza of a book, and I'm looking forward to that.
And knowing Tom Taylor, he's just going to throw some really awesome in there, some heartwarming shit, and some rewards for longtime readers, and that's what I'm looking for. But again, beyond that, Blue Wall is going to be good.
Blue Wall is going to be good. Immortal X-Men is going to be good. I think Punisher is going to be good. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to Avengers Forever. I'm enjoying the Avengers Assemble event that they're doing. So yeah, there's definitely some stuff to look forward to. But the headliner is definitely going to be that Nightwing 100.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out. We really appreciate it. Check out our pals, the Comic Book Bullies. Leroy and Eli did a show just last night. It was fantastic. Please go and check that out. If you want links to what they got going on, go to outrightgeekery.com. We got links to the Bullies. We got links to us, all of our social media. all of the places you can go and catch the shows and stuff like that. We also want you to go to Facebook, search for Outright Geekery, join the group, hang out with Andy and kick it. It's a really, really fun time. Come back next week. Come back on Sunday. We're going to be talking about all these good books, especially Nightwing number 100. Probably they're going to be the best book of the week. We'll see. But we'll have news, reviews, all that fun stuff. A whole lot of great things going down. Very excited. So, yeah, happy MLK Day. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. But most of all, thanks to this guy for hanging out with this guy.
Good times.
We are going to do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel. You really held the M on that one.